folds to me in the small blind. I have king 5 offsuit, and at this point we're approaching the money. I cover her by a little bit, so I decide to open 3.5 bigs. She calls, and it comes a7-2 rainbow. I bet 25% pot, just trying to target loads of auto folds. She calls. I'm not feeling good about my king high right now. The turn is a 7. Check, check. I have a small amount of showdown with my king high. I might chop. She might float with like queen jack, queen 10, or like 8-9 suited backdoor flush draw, hands like this. And obviously if she has an ace, I'm just drawing dead, so I don't want to start bluffing this card. Check, check. The roulette is a 2. So now I'm playing the board. I have 7s and 2s with an ace. And I think, obviously a lot of the ace-x is going to consider raising, maybe jam pre for like 30 bigs, maybe raise the flop, maybe bet the turn, so it's kind of discounted. The 7, I think, just bets the turn, to be honest. 2, there isn't really many 2x. I'm kind of thinking it's a chop a decent amount of the time now. She probably has king high, maybe a float that didn't bluff yet. I can still have a lot of ace-x, so I went with the 20% pot bet in the aim of folding out the chop. I can still have an ace. I can potentially even go thinner than an ace with like pocket 8s maybe, or a hand like this, but pretty much just saying I've got an ace or a 7 or like something that trapped. And I decided to bluff because I had a king of clubs, and I think that unblocks like the backdoor flush draw she floats, because I don't think she ever folds king x backdoor flush draw on the flop. So having the king of the unblocked suit felt like the reason to bluff to me. I could have gone with a bigger bet as well. I could have not bluffed. So I got 20% pot. She tanks for a bit and calls. And at this point, I'm like, okay, she could still have an ace. She could have a hand like pocket freeze, like a hand which isn't playing the board, but is kind of a bluff catcher and tank called. So I show my hand thinking, I hope I'm going to get half the pot. I hope she heard me playing the board. She looks at my hand and she doesn't show her cards. And I was kind of thinking, what's going on? Did she misread my hand? And then she like looks at my hand, looks at the board, and then mucks her hand. She mucks the chop. She called me on the river, and I'm playing the board. I show I'm playing the board, and then she mucks. What is going on?
I'm confused.
What is going on? This is a super high roll. This is a $6,700 buy.